What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing a full walk around of the WarHawk 6x6, focusing on the exterior design, expedition hardware, storage and service access, roof setup, and that unique coffee stain color that looks made for the desert. First impressions, this paint is perfect. It's not plain beige, it's a warm coffee stain tone that hides dust better, looks premium under showroom lighting, and pairs beautifully with the black armor around the fenders and lower body. Then you notice the stance. This is a tall, wide, heavy-looking camper with a proper expedition footprint, especially with the 6x6 layout and those deep tread tires. This looks like a military support truck, but it's actually a self-contained camper with 6-wheel traction, massive off-road tires, roof cargo for days, and a body packed with vents, access panels, and storage. Up front, the WarHawk looks aggressive but clean. Modern headlight signature, a strong Toyota grille, and a bumper design that feels built for real obstacles, not just parking lot vibes. There's also an LED bar up top, plus marker lights along the roofline, so visibility is handled whether you're in fog, rain, or setting up camp after dark. The extra axle changes everything: traction, stability, and how confidently this thing carries weight. For a camper, that matters because weight isn't optional. Water, batteries, supplies, gear. The 6x6 setup helps the WarHawk feel more planted when loaded, and more capable when the road disappears. This cockpit feels Tundra-inspired in the best way. Straightforward layout, big truck ergonomics, and controls placed where your hands naturally reach. Then upgraded with a warm brown interior that makes the whole cabin feel more upscale and long-distance friendly. A Tundra-based dashboard usually has strong horizontal lines and a sturdy, functional look, and that works perfectly in a 6x6 camper. The steering wheel layout feels like classic Toyota. Practical button placement, easy access to key functions, and a shape that's comfortable during long drives. The best part about a Tundra-style cockpit is that it doesn't try to reinvent driving. Everything is intuitive, and that translates directly into comfort. With the Tundra-style approach, you typically get a clear digital cluster and a central infotainment screen that's sized for visibility. In a 6x6 camper, that matters. Navigation, camera views, and vehicle info should be quick to read without pulling your attention away from the road. Instead of feeling cold or overly industrial, the cabin feels warm, premium, and livable, more like a boutique hotel room on wheels than a typical RV box. In the living zone, brown upholstery makes seating feel more inviting. Sofas and dinette cushions look thicker and more comfortable, especially when paired with dark trim or black hardware. The best setups also use layered lighting, bright overhead for cooking and cleaning, then softer ambient lighting for evenings. In a brown-themed motorhome, the kitchen often feels more home-like. Brown cabinetry and panels create a warm contrast against countertops and appliances, and it helps the space feel less sterile. Bathrooms can feel plastic in many RVs, but brown tones help avoid that. With durable surfaces and clean panel gaps, a brown accent bathroom looks more premium and less like a utility closet. Brown works especially well in the bedroom area because it naturally creates a calmer, more restful mood. When the lighting is warm, the space feels like a proper bedroom, not just a sleeping corner. The most comfortable layouts add bedside storage, easy-to-reach switches, and enough ventilation so the space stays fresh at night. This vehicle isn't designed to feel like a soft SUV. It's built for adventure, so the driving experience is best described as solid, stable, and confidence-inspiring. The kind of ride that makes you feel ready to keep going when the pavement ends. From the first few meters, you feel the weight and structure. The chassis feels tight and planted, not nervous. It carries itself like a purpose-built expedition rig, more about control and durability than speed. On smooth roads, it cruises with a steady, composed attitude. It It tracks straight and feels calm at speed. Over expansion joints and rough asphalt, you'll still feel the truck DNA, big tires plus heavy-duty suspension, but the impacts tend to feel filtered and mature, especially if the build quality is tight and everything is well secured. As soon as the surface gets ugly, gravel, broken pavement, dirt, ruts, the vehicle starts to make sense. The tires bite, the stance feels stable, and the suspension works the way it was intended. This isn't a rig you throw into corners. The steering feels more deliberate, and it rewards smooth inputs, wide turns, early braking, and steady throttle. But that predictability is part of the comfort. Once you find the rhythm, it becomes relaxing to drive. Adventure rigs are built for long hours. The high seating position and commanding view reduce stress, and a well-insulated cabin with tight storage latches can make a huge difference. Less noise, fewer rattles, and a more premium solid feel over distance. Up top, the WarHawk is loaded properly. A full-length roof rack carrying hard cases, duffels, and bundled gear. This is the kind of setup you need for long trips. Organized, secure, and easy to unload at camp. Roof cargo also keeps the interior cleaner. Less clutter inside, more living space, better comfort on long journeys. Here's the thing, the rear area is the front porch of your camper life. This is where you'll load gear, climb up to the roof, access storage, and set up camp routines. The WarHawk's rear design feels intentionally clean. Spare tire outside, ladder positioned right, lights visible, bumper tough. It's built to support the day-to-day reality of traveling. Now, check out the rear lighting. You've got a tall vertical taillight stack that's easy to spot, clean, classic, and practical. And the placement is great for visibility whether you're in traffic or backing into a campsite at night. Down here is where the WarHawk shows its seriousness. The rear bumper is heavy duty, with clean angles and a wide stance. It looks ready for trail abuse, and it keeps the rear end protected when you're dropping off ledges or climbing out of ruts. So that's the 2027 Toyota WarHawk 6x6 camper and coffee stain. A rugged, modern expedition camper with a serious stance, smart roof cargo capacity, serviceable side access, and a rear setup built for real travel.